matter of fact, let me go to the next chapter. We're gonna come back to this one, of course. Yeah, this is Sirach 26 and 7, and this is for her because I think they did mention that she did have a dude, all right, and he couldn't control her, and that's why she was able to get in another man's face. You can't say nothing if you can't control your woman and she's getting in the other dude's face, because more than likely if she's doing that, she's also getting in your face, and you can't control her, and she don't respect you. This verse 7 says a bad wife is like a yoke that doesn't fit. Trying to control her is like holding a scorpion. A drunken woman is an infuriating sight. She can't conceal her shameless behavior. And they literally said that about this woman. Okay. Let me jump down to verse 14 because this is the point about, dealing with a woman that's silent. Verse 14, it says, a wife who doesn't talk too much is a gift from the Lord. Such restraint is admirable beyond words. A modest wife has endless charm. It is a quality too precious to measure. All right. And you tell me that this woman on the right possess any of those qualities just by, evaluating her manners, how she's talking, her behavior.
All like this. I went like this. And then I was like, yeah. And he, so okay. I was like, you don't remember both your wrists getting broke when you said you was going to slap the super sock the shit out of me? I was like, God didn't tell you I was one of his favorites? He didn't tell you to leave me alone? I said, please believe you keep this up and it's only going to get worse for you. I promise you that.
Yelling in my face, right? All this in front of the clubs. When I show up, this is what she do. Witnesses gonna prove it. That's why I let them talk, because she piled up a lot of evidence against herself. Of course, we was down there. She was with her little boyfriend, nigga.
Listen.
We was like, man, get your bitch on me. Please get your bitch. We got the video of him trying to grab the and her jerking away, because this nigga ain't had no power around him. There's also a video that's gonna be seen where the homegirl stood in between us, because it got real intense at one moment. But I'm gonna say the homegirl name. The homegirl name is Trina. Because Trina, you part of it. I hate you part of it. I had to grab Trina and put Trina to the side and say, don't get involved in this. So the steady yelling, you die nigga, yo, you should have died on that scooter, all that. So I muffed the. I walked up to the. Shut the fuck up. That's what we call it in Chicago when you push a bitch in the head. I muffed the bitch.
And that is nowhere near like actually closed fist, punching a woman. Everybody knows that. That's far different. Getting mushed versus getting an actual punch from a man. And we know that women are the weaker vessel. So he even though he still assaulted her, but he showed restraint in mushing her rather than, knocking her teeth out, man. So let me go back to that scripture in Proverbs. This woman was basically, she was out of control. And Corey, he had witnesses come on and who was all there, and they explained the story, man. And that's why when you judge situations, you also got to have witnesses. The Bible makes it clear that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. All right. When you have a matter between somebody, you got to, have judges. But let me get this in Proverbs 18 again. 18:6 in the NLT. It says, fools' words get them into constant quarrels. They are asking for a beating. The mouths of fools are their ruin. They trap themselves with their lips. And that's why the scriptures say multiple times, man, it's better to dwell on the rooftop, or even in the wilderness with wild animals than to keep house with a brawling woman, a contentious woman. You know, so that dude, I don't even, if her dude is still with her, man, then yeah, you deserve that, homie. Because the scriptures say, you know, whosoever pleaseth the Lord, let him escape from her. But a wicked woman is given a portion to a wicked man. So homie would have to really examine himself. She's a reflection of you. All right. She ain't shit because you ain't shit and you attracted to her. You know, a man with boundaries and dignity and standards and value, he ain't gonna he's gonna look over her, man. He's gonna stay completely away from that. But anyway, let me go to the law. You know, because these type of things will come, and you know, you're gonna have people that's unreasonable, people that don't know the extent of the situation. They always take the woman's word for everything. Deuteronomy 19 and 15, and it says, you must not convict anyone, this is in the NLT, of a crime on the testimony of only one witness. The fact of the case must be established by the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. See? If a malicious witness comes forward and accuses someone of a crime, then both the accuser and the accused, the defendant and the plaintiff, must appear before the Lord by coming to the priest and judges in office at that time. The judges must investigate the case thoroughly. If the accuser has brought false charges against his fellow Israelite, you must impose on the accuser the sentence he intended for the other person. In this way, you will purge such evil from among you. All right. So, and you know, if they really want Corey, they ain't gonna care about all the facts. They just gonna, you know, try to destroy dude in his whole, you know, career. But you know, if the judge have any, you know, reasoning, she would, you know, this would all backfire on the woman, because women they've been getting away far enough with, you know, a lot of false allegations, you know, against men, you know, putting men behind bars for something that they didn't do, that they were innocent of, or even getting men killed, murdered. And that's not to say that there ain't true victims out there. All right. But there's been a thing for a while. And you know, you women are going to start being held accountable. That's why right now, men, they're giving you the cold shoulder. We're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, and you don't have no security. All right, we're in the midst of a orchestrated economic collapse right now. All right, where you're seeing everything is falling right now, and this is the worst time to not, you know, have a husband. Hey, when Kevin Samuels was saying winter is coming, this is that winter he was talking about. Winter is here now, and it's gonna get real bad for you shameless women here. It's gonna end real bad. Micah 7:10. She that is my enemy will see it, and shame shall cover her. You women that have been at ease too long, man. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Been careless. But we'll listen to a little more of this. I'm not gonna react to the whole video, but I'm just playing this just for the insight because of what's happening recently with him. And he actually went on his 5150 show last night, and he had to address everything. You know, he said that he was you know, dealing with mental distress over it. You know, he's broken down by the situation because they're trying to humiliate him, right? And only they can always use a woman to do that to a man. They can always use a woman. She's always been weaponized against the man. But let's listen to more of this.
Look, if I go to jail, because that's an assault. I found out if you do this to somebody, that's an assault. If I go to jail for assault, I ain't scared to go to jail for assault. I don't have a criminal history of walking around fighting all the time and shit like that. Hey, the stalked me and kept talking crazy to me, and I can prove it. I got witnesses. The reason I'm telling y'all all this, because I want everybody to know what's really going on right now.
You know, the framing of this incident now has changed, and the timing of this couldn't be worse.
And this is Fawcett Media. You know, this is fair use. You know, I'm giving you credit. This is his video, and I'm just reacting to it.
Because of other things that have happened in the past week, we've talked about them too. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Corey Holcomb is trying to buy NBC. He's trying to buy ABC, and people are out to get him. But it's obvious that Corey has made some people angry with possibly his content, possibly his influence, right? And they want to paint him in a negative light. And some people that are involved, namely the female comedian, Christina Payne, they're making claims now that are misrepresenting what actually happened.
What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Corey?
This is, come on, man. This is something that was already handled in court. And then it comes right back up, and now they're giving this chick an interview. And she, right here, this is where she got to play victim. You know, that damsel in distress role. And she sold it to the people, and people, Corey's a woman beater, and this, that, and the third. You know, feminists, this, you know, on cue, perfect for the feminists to gobble up. This world is very annoying, man. And you could tell this is an evil ass woman here.
It is hard even seeing that right now. Seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again. But it's like almost like
she's trying to muster up everything in her to get at least a tear out of her eye, and it ain't happening, because she knows what she's doing. Hey, the scriptures say, man, all wickedness but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. Yeah, there are actual victims out there, man. But these type of women, they fuck it up for all women. Let me go to Sirach 25. So she's playing on his role because she's trying to basically destroy Corey's career. This is just basically a woman scorn. Sirach 25 and 13 in the G&T. It says, no wound is as serious as wounded love. No troubles are as serious as the troubles that women cause. No sufferings are worse than the sufferings caused by people who hate you. No revenge is worse than revenge taken by an enemy. And the woman right now, pursuing the Micah 7 and 10, she is an enemy. All right. She only becomes an ally, an asset, you know, when she converts, you know, and get out of that behavior and be transformed in the renewing of her mind like the rest of us. But until then, she's an enemy. All right, it says, no poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake, and no anger is deadlier than the anger of a woman. I would rather live in the same house with a lion or a dragon than with a bad wife. And you could tell she a demon. I hope the dude that she was with during the incident, I hope he ain't around it. He better have wisened up. You know, or you just asking for that shame and abuse.
But
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it, or are you going to pursue this in court?
She know what she doing.
I feel like it's
She's working hard to get those tears
What's
up.
the difficult? What's making this so difficult, Christina, to go forward with it?
Let me get a quick script. She's doing that to look believable, to get you to sympathize, but she's really trying to destroy that man. Sirach 19. Yeah, Sirach 19 and 26. It says, then there are those wicked people who go about looking very solemn and mournful, but who are only trying to deceive you. That's this bitch, man. Any person with sense could see that she full of shit. All right, so she had to come up, she had to push herself. All right, to get teary eyed. But everybody, all the witnesses that was there, based on everything that I heard from the people that were there that night, they said that this woman was being belligerent. She was drunk. She was following him around. She was in his face. She said all those hateful things towards him. But now she gets to play victim.
I feel like Corey's like threatened or tried to silence me, or like where it's like
that's what you're trying to do to
I've been
him.
in fear for my life, literally. Not able to leave the house sometimes, and so I
know you say you're in fear for your life.
In fear for her life. She wasn't in fear for her life when she was talking crazy in dude's face. Everybody that seen the footage, all they saw was he stepped to her and he mushed her. That was it. And then people got in between them, and that was that. She wasn't a damsel in distress then, but she gets to do this acting on this stage because now it's a bigger platform and more people that don't even know anything, they're seeing this for the first time, and now they got something to look at Corey like, yo, he's Mr. from The Color Purple. Dude's a comedian. He talks shit. He talks trash, man. She's supposed to be a comedian too. So this is disgusting, man. You know, but go and watch the 5150 show. And you know, I'm not saying like it's a must watch. Like, no, we watch for prophecy. That's the main thing we're to be focused on. But you know, just to give more insight into this whole situation, you can watch the show that aired last night, because I watched him from time to time. He'll bring certain people on and they'll talk about certain things. Then they get to talking shit. You know, it's comedy too. But he brought on a lot of different witnesses that had experiences with this same woman, and they all are saying the same thing. You know, so if you got all these evil reports about this woman, but she get to come on here and play victim, that shows you everything you need to know. Okay, and this is why you examine things before you make judgments on it. People are too damn emotional. This is why people couldn't be journalists. People couldn't be judges, because they would be too damn emotional. So, Let me forward it. I'll play just a little more, then we'll close.
Everything that happened by the comedy club, both times with this lady, which is not what she said. She wanted to make it seem like it's an isolated incident. No, this is a crazy, and I became one of her victims. It's a lot of people that's victims of this, but this brother was a witness to both things. In fact, the same thing she did to me, she did to him. And I hate putting people on the spot like this, but I got to tell the truth. I want somebody else to know what happened, because if I say it, it's just my word against hers. Witnesses mean something, everybody.
And I proved that in the law. All right, you always got to handle things with witnesses, or your words don't matter.
Never wanted to taint what he finna say, so I didn't talk to him that much. But this is my brother from Detroit, the D, Corey Sherrill, who is a better man than me. You all right, brother?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. It's crazy, but yeah, I'm good, bro.
I know, man. Look, don't feel weird. The one thing my people told me
about all the men outside, like, saying there was a comedian outside, and she was like, can you take a picture of it? So I have the new iPhone. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the picture. So I've taken a picture, and she just come through, snatched my phone out my hand. I don't have no type of relationship with her, with anybody out here that I play like that. And so then she's like, girl, do you know him? Somebody sent me a picture of you before. These comedians are weird. I wouldn't keep them outside with my 12-year-old niece. And I just was like, hold on. I was like, hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you just come in my life with this energy? So I told her, I'm like, chill out. I'm like, why you putting me in this pellet? Like, I don't even play like that, like at all. And so from me and her going, she said, I said, all these niggas out here. And I was just like, I got to defend myself, man. Like, so I said something to her. I'm like, you got me fucked up. Like, this ain't even how women from Detroit, I don't even, that. Well, Auntie Gina say this is that a drop behavior. Most pussy don't act like that, dog. Like the women that I interact with, they cool with being in their feminine energy. We outside roasting. I can count on one hand how many women I've seen out there, even in our atmosphere. They really just watch us because we can handle it. It's you know what I'm saying? We ain't really out there trying to. So I haven't heard nobody but her say, yo mama. She was talking about my mama, man. Like, in my comedy, you share what you go through in your comedy. She like, your mama's a crackhead. That's why you went to prison. Just like all over me telling her I got about her. So I'm not allowed to say, hey, I don't play like that.
Hey, Corey, do you ever go back and forth with her like how we go back and forth joking? Have you ever?
Let me forward it.
I'm scared.
And anyway, so, okay, that was one incident. That wasn't even the incident that happened last week.
No, it wasn't.
Last week.
And I gotta remind you of an incident. We went to a Caribbean restaurant. I bumped into you. This is a coincidence. And she was there. If it was drama, bro, it would have happened there. We enjoyed our food.
You was there, Craig?
Nobody.
So you can see that this woman she's very problematic, man. But now she gets to play victim in front of the world. This is an evil place.
Did something to her. No. Your man was out there. So let me ask you this. Do you remember after everything happened, didn't that say this what I wanted to happen? This what am I lying?
Let me back it up.
Come get your. Did I say that?
And he tried to, and she did too.
It's on video that she tried to. It's because all that's on video. It's on trial where he tried to pull her away.
He's talking about her dude. Her dude was actually security. I remember now. Her dude was the security at that venue, and he tried to get in between them. He tried to grab her, and she disregarded her head's instruction and still wanted drama. She still wanted to pursue after the contention. So that lets you know right there, man. So I wouldn't feel anything for this woman, man, and this is why we say what we say. So let me go back here Sirach 20:25. Yeah, Sirach 25 and 19. It says, compared with the troubles caused by a woman, any other trouble looks small. May such women suffer the fate of sinners. Okay. These women, they're freaking just oof. That's what let me read down to 24. It says, sin began with the woman. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and we must all die because of her. See that? This is why, order is order, man. These women have to come up under an order. It was through a woman that we have to experience life and death. It says, don't let a bad wife have her way any more than you will allow water to leak from your cistern. If she don't do as you tell her, divorce her. And I'm hoping that dude got away from this chick by now, man. Whoever dude is. But now you see Corey is dealing with it. And he a lot of his comedy routines, he talk about the woman. Some of it be ignorant, but at the end of the day, it be experiences too, But yeah, man, it is being in this truth. It because we have that insight into this wisdom, and you see how the world operates. You see why we're distant, we're separated from this world, and the people in it, man. These people are through out here. And the more of that you understand it, so you work on yourself, self-development, character development, because you don't want to be judged with this world. These women, man, ooh wee. So I'm gonna end off on that, and hopefully y'all were edified. I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Until the next lesson, I say, Shalom.